Good morning students. I hope you are doing well at home. And in our first video we have studied about the various parts of the speech like nouns, pronouns, the total 8 parts of speech that we have in English. And I have given you some homework. I hope you are doing with your homework at your homes. That is all. And now we are going to start with the types of sentences. This is my next topic for today. But before starting with types of sentences, I would like to start with the meaning of a sentence again. I have told you the meaning of sentence. It is a group of words that makes a complete meaning. So sentence is nothing but what? It is a group of words. And a group of words, it should not be in a jumbled manner like subject is coming first or verb is coming first. It should not be like that. There is a fixed pattern or a sentence structure that we know. But that we'll be studying later on in our upcoming videos. For the time being, we just to know that it is a group of words which make a sense. It should have a meaning. If we write any sentence, then if we write any of the sentences, if we speak any of the sentences, it should have a proper meaning. And the meaning should be clear. So, a sentence is nothing but a group of words that makes a complete sense. After that, we will switch on to 4 types of sentences that we have. There are 4 types of sentences in English grammar, and the first type is nothing but a simple statement. That is why we call it as an assertive sentence or even a declarative sentence. Declarative, as the name suggests, it is simple, a declaration of any fact or simply a statement. A simple statement is known as assertive sentence or a declarative sentence. For example, the meaning will be clear as we see on the sentences. Number 1, the Ganga is a holy river. Here, this is what? Nothing but a fact about Ganga, that it is a holy river. So, it is a simple statement. And the very first thing that you should keep in mind is, it always begins with the capital letter and ends with the full stop. This is what? Punctuation mark that is to be inserted after every simple sentence. And the next sentence, if we see, the teacher teaches English. Here also we are given a simple information that the teacher, she teaches English, followed by a full stop at the end and beginning with the capital letter. Third, she is my friend. Simply I am telling someone that she is my friend. So it's also a simple statement. So again it is an assertive or declarative sentence. Next one, I like to eat mango. Simply we are telling that I like to eat mango. So again it is an assertive sentence. Type of sentence, we have the interrogative sentence. What are interrogative sentences? Interrogative sentences are used to ask questions. Number 1, whenever we need to ask any question, then we use the sentences which are known as interrogatives. And the second important point here to be taken into account is that it always ends with a question mark. So the interrogative sentences are used to ask questions and they always end with a question mark. For example, if I say, what is your name? I am asking someone the name. So I am putting a question. So it is an interrogative sentence. Number 2, where do you live? Again, I am asking someone where is a place where he lives. So it is again an interrogative. Third, who is making such a noise? If I am asking someone who is making this kind of noise, again I am asking someone a question. So again it is an interrogative. How old are you? What is the age of that child? Maybe a person. So again I am asking the question. So it is interrogative sentence. So the words like what, where, who, how, all these are used to ask a question and they are known as interrogative sentences.
Start.
Coming to a third type of sentence, we have imperatives or also known as imperative sentences. Now what are imperative sentences? Imperative sentences are the sentences that gives you a command, makes a request or expresses a wish or even give an advice. So whenever we see the sentences in which there is a word used like please or request is there, order is there, command is there, advice is there. So these types of sentences are known as imperative sentences. For example, just see the first sentence, come inside. What is it? The teacher is ordering a student to come inside. Maybe we usually use this sentence in the class, go out, come inside. So what is this? An order is being given. So it is an imperative sentence. Next, please bring me a glass of water. Now, Just see the word please. It is always used to request someone. So here the person is asking to bring him a glass of water. So here it is a request. So again it is what? An imperative sentence. Third, have a nice day. Simply I want that I am wishing someone to the person that he should have a nice day. So what is it? If I am expressing my wish, then it is an imperative sentence. Coming to the fourth one, you should leave early to reach on time. Supposingly I am advising someone that the person should leave early so that he can reach there on time. So what is it? I am giving an advice. I am advising someone. So here it is an imperative sentence.
Start.
Coming to the fourth sentence type, we have exclamatory sentences. Now what are exclamatory sentences? Exclamatory sentences are the sentences that expresses a strong feeling or emotion such as surprise, maybe wonder, maybe sympathy, grief or happiness, your joy, your sorrows. When all these feelings are expressed through certain words, then these types of sentences are known as exclamatory sentences, and it always ends with an exclamation sign. After all these words, we always use exclamation signs. Just see the example. What a beautiful place. Now see, it is having a sign of exclamation and we are simply, what I said, which emotion is being shown by it? That you are so happy to see a wonderful place, beautiful place. So we use it like that. What a beautiful place it is, or what a beautiful place with a sign of exclamation. So it is known as exclamatory sentence. It is expressing your feeling of joy, happiness when you visit a beautiful place. Oh, it is very sad. Supposingly someone is saying you that you have hurt yourself. So the first word that comes to your mind is oh. This is the word that you come across and it expresses your grief, your sadness. So such type of words also comes under exclamatory sentences. Coming to the third sentence, we have hurrah, we won the match. Supposingly you are very happy, very excited when you win a match. So the first word that you come into your mind is hurrah. So these types of words also are included in the exclamatory sentences. Next, what she is coming today. When you are surprised, when someone gives you a news that someone is coming to your house and you were not aware of it, then you are really shocked, you are surprised. So this is the word that comes into your mind. What? She is coming today. So these types of sentences are known as exclamatory sentences, always ending with an exclamation. Exclamatory sentences, they are the sentences that express a strong feeling. It can be a feeling of joy, it can be a feeling of grief, it can be a feeling of happiness, sadness or surprise. So these are known as exclamatory sentences.
Start.
Well, students, that was all about the types of sentences, but there is one more thing, that is parts of a sentence. So it is really important that what is the difference between the parts of sentence and what is the difference between types of sentences. In the types of sentences, we have done the types according to the function of a sentence. But here, the parts of a sentence, it is the different pieces that a sentence is made up of. For example, parts, as we all know, what is parts? It means pieces. What is a sentence? It is a speech that we speak or we write. So, parts of a sentence, it consists of various parts. That is, we have already done parts of speech like nouns we have. There can be a noun in the sentence, there can be a verb in the sentence, there can be an adjective. So all these are known as parts of speeches and they are also known as parts of a sentence. For example, there are two parts of sentences. Number one, we have subject and the second one is predicate. Now, what is a subject? Subject in the sentence refers to the doer, who is the person who is doing the work. For example, if I say Ram is playing. Now, who is playing here? The work is being done by whom? It's done by doer, that is Ram. Or about whom something is said. या फिर जिसके बारे में कोई बात हो रही हो. So that is what? Again a subject. So subject is nothing but the person who is doing the work or about whom something is spoken of. The information that we give about the person who is doing the work, that is subject. Predicate. What is predicate? Predicate is whatever is said about the subject. Now the information that is being given about the subject, it is what? It is predicate. Whatever we are saying about the subject comes under the predicate, and there are various parts of predicate again. First we have helping verb, then there is main verb, and then there is object. In this also we have again various parts, like we have direct object, we have indirect object. Again, verbs can be transitive verbs, it can be intransitive verbs. So all these things we'll be discussing later on. But for the time being, you just need to remember that predicate is a part of a sentence in which an information is given about the doer, about the person who is doing the work. So there are two parts of sentences. Number one, we have subject. Now to clear the concept, let us see some of the examples. Rohan is playing. Now in my first sentence, if you see, who is the doer of action? Who is doing the work? Rohan. So what is Rohan? Rohan is a subject here, since he is the doer of action. He is a doer of work. Then comes is playing. So this part is a subject, and whatever is left out, it's a simple trick to find out the subject and the predicate. The first part, who is the doer of the action, is always your subject. The remaining part, beginning from your helping verb, then your main verb, or even if the object is there, then that part, including the helping verb, the main verb, the object, it comes under predicate. So now here Rohan is a subject, it's a helping verb, and playing, it's our main verb. So all this part is included in the predicate. Coming to the second sentence, Rohan is playing cricket. Just see again, who is the doer of action here? Who is doing the work of playing? Rohan. So what is Rohan? Rohan is a subject. Again, is our helping verb, playing main verb, and the game that is played, it is object. So we are given the information about Rohan, that Rohan is playing cricket. So whatever information that we have about Rohan, that is playing cricket, comes under the part of predicate. And since Rohan is a doer of action, he is playing, so Rohan is a subject. Next example, if we see, owls hoot. Now, who is doing the work of hooting here? Owls. So owls is what here? Subject. And what is the work that is owl doing? It is hooting. So the information that we have about owls is that they are hooting. So what is it? It is a predicate. Similarly, we come to next example. The girl is dancing. Now, who is doing the work of dancing? Who is the doer of the action here? The girl. So what is the girl? The girl is a subject. Then comes our helping verb. Then dancing is our main verb, and there is no object in the sentence, so that is optional. Even a helping verb can be optional. Simply if I say the girl dance, what is it? The girl, noun, subject. Dance, it is a verb. So there is no helping verb like is, are, and was, were, as we have discussed in first video, that are the various parts of speech.